Hi, in this video we'll talk about inline elements and block elements. Let's have a look at this code. So here I have two elements. The first one is the div element. The second one is my span element. And I've given them background color. For the div element, I gave the background color royal blue, and our inline element has the tomato background color. Here you can see their default behavior, and you can see that the div element takes the entire width, but the span element takes only the width that the content requires. Also in CSS, there are properties width and height, which we can use to give elements width and height. Let's try and use them. So here for my div element, I want to write height and let's say 100 pixels. Let's hit enter. And we can see that the height of the div element is now 100 pixels. Let's try and do that the same with the span element. Let's copy this. And let's put it here. And we can see that nothing happens. And this is because we cannot set width or height for inline elements. It does not work like that. Let's try and do the same with the width. So here we can do width, 200 pixels. And we can see that now our div element is 200 pixels wide. Okay, now let's try and do the same with our inline element. So here I want to write width 200. And we can see that nothing happens again. Now, maybe if we change the width of our div element and there will be enough space for our span element, do you think the span will go and stand right here? Let's try and do that. So for our block, let's do width of 100 pixels. Okay, and now we can see that even though there is enough space for our span element to fit in, it doesn't go there. And this is because block elements do not allow other elements to stand next to them, no matter how wide the block element is. Okay, let's do a quick recap. In this video, we have learned about block elements like divs and inline elements like span. Or another one would be strong. Let me just rename it here. Strong. And we can see that the text now is bold, but nothing has changed. So div elements take the entire width by default, and they do not allow other elements to stand on the same line. We can also set the width and height of a block element. Inline elements, on the other hand, only take up as much space as the content needs. We cannot set width and height of these elements, and they allow other elements to be located next to them. So if I copy this and paste below, it will appear right next to it. All right, in the future videos, we'll continue learning HTML and CSS.